sports shirts. Mad sports shirts for the show.
That's hard too. I watched the Mike interview too. I guess we'll talk about that a little bit.
$6 on Wish. You heard of Wish?
Nah.
You gotta get that Wish app.
I heard $6 though. That's right up my alley. All right, we good. Yo, what's good, y'all? This is 2RealSports. We keep it way too real.
Unapologetic. Oh, whoa. Unapologetic, unbiased, and unscripted all the way up in here.
It's been over a month. Like a month, it's terrible, man. But it's March Madness, baby.
Yes,
that was
man.
my Dickie V. That was.
Yeah, I saw. They got Dickie V all the way off TV, but I saw him do an interview last night, ESPN. Yo, I'm so glad they did though, cause it's over for Dickie V, yo.
Nah, man, Dickie V. Like I was starting to think Dickie V was a clone, man, cause. No, it's just the same guy. I didn't know how he had that. I love Dickie V, man.
Me too, though.
I don't even want to talk about it, but I'm going to cry. That's going to be a sad. Let me just say when he's off TV. I'll just say that.
He still had a little spunk to him. You still do, but it wasn't the same.
Yo, I remember when I had a Twitter. Well, still do, but when I was like real active on Twitter, and I see like 2 a.m. a Dickie V tweet. It's like, yo, y'all just. I know that's not Dickie V, man. Come on, at least do the gaffle, right?
Dickie V responded to me one day on Twitter. I said he had tweeted something about Mo. I think I said, talk Dickie V, and he said something back. I'm like, nah, that wasn't Dickie V. That was not Dickie V, yo.
It wasn't going with the gaffle, man. But yeah, it's been too long. It's been a lot going on in the sports world. Like always, basketball playoffs almost here. NCAA.
Yeah, it's my favorite time of year. Like, out of the Super Bowl, I say it all the time around this shit. Out of the Super Bowl, NBA playoffs, Stanley Cup, Major League, all that, March Madness is my favorite, yo.
Yeah,
March Madness is my favorite, man.
March is a great time. I think I like September. That's probably because when football start. No, not in September. I like October, November. Baseball, World Series, football starting to get geared, basketball. But March Madness right there, man. I've actually realized I've just become just a March Madness watcher. I really don't watch the NCAA.
It's over?
Yeah, it's over. I watch what people tell me. Like, if you tell me about a player, I'm going to watch them. But as far as watching everybody, knowing every team, nah, I kind of just know the draft prospects, if anything.
Nah, I see, because around that time, football is, like, starting to end, and so I usually pick up around, like, conference tournament, like second half of the conference, like not conference tournament, like conference, like when they in conference, second half of the in conference like games, and so I catch like second half and then into the conference tournament, so I get a little eye of that though.
Who you got taking it?
Oh, I definitely got Duke. I mean, Zion's a man out there, yo. So it's like he places fear. It's like that Tiger Woods effect when Tiger was going on crazy. I remember they did some sports science show. They had broken it down before the game even started. Tiger was up -2. And that's how it looked to me with Zion be out there, yo. Like, it's like he's a man amongst boys, and, like, they just want to get out of his way. Like, here you go, sir.
Yeah, I mean, I got Duke by default.
Yeah, I don't got nothing technical. I'm just saying, just straight up like that, yo.
I got Duke just because I don't know nobody else. I mean, Rock Chalk Jayhawk, of course. I do got him in the Final Four, which is not in my bracket, I should say, which is not a common thing. So I'm still riding with my Jayhawks, but Duke the only team I know. But at the same token, I got a money bracket that I'm in, and I picked Gonzaga just because at the same time I knew everybody was gonna pick Duke, but you know the obvious. That's why we love March Madness. The obvious never happens. So Duke might see one of them teams with a bunch of juniors and seniors, and you know how that go, man.
That's exactly the obvious. Exactly, the obvious never happens, and that's exactly why I got Cincinnati in my Final Four.
Cincinnati, what?
Yo, they mad, relentless on defense. They hot. Now I just went with it. I had to pick somebody. Somebody had to get in that Final Four that wasn't supposed to be there. So.
All right, I dig it, man. I dig it. Shoulda. Yeah.
Yo, did you see Ja yesterday though?
Oh man, Rastafari, Ja.
I hope I know his last name, but I don't want to pronounce. No, I'm not sure if it's Morant or Morant. So let's just say Ja for right now.
Ja.
Oh my gosh! Listen, man. And you should and how you like. I've noticed you like the big games and the big time performance. Every big game he's had this shit, he has shown up and shown out, man. Yes. He's been balling all man.
That's a fact.
He and then now and then this is the first this is the first national game, I guess, and now everybody been kind of hearing about this top 5 prospect that's at Murray State. Now the first game, the NCAA tournament, you come out and you have that triple-double and that signature play when you sit here. That reminded me of that
oh my God.
That D Rose dunk when he that's right over that D Rose dunk. I said, oh wow.
I forgot
And,
about
and,
that.
and he's not
Yeah.
sitting here playing with the ball. He's not flat. He get to the spot. He crisp pass like yo. He's
16
like a
assists. That's crazy.
Yup. First NCAA game. It's like he remind me of like a throwback point guard, like a modern version of a throwback point guard with athleticism. Like he ain't gonna sit there and try to Kyrie you. No, none against Kyrie. I love Kyrie Handle. I love what he do, but he ain't trying to do that. He ain't sitting here trying to make 55 moves. He gonna get to the spot, get to the play, and get to the open man, and this team go. And I think the Suns need a point guard, and the Suns is top 3 pick or whatever, top 5, and they could get their hands on him. I think he'll be a nice addition to what they already have, and he can start getting things going for the Suns, man. Because Suns already have a nice, talented team. I think just need a point guard to sit there and lead the way for them, and they get their hands on him.
That'd be nice. Yeah, 16 assists. That's crazy. Why that's also so, where you gotta give him so much credit is, it's easy, not easy, but big time players and that have 30 and things like that. 16 assists just showed he knew what to do to win.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? He got them going. When you look at the other players on that team, I mean,
exactly. Like,
you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So he did all the right things. I got them in the Sweet 16 on both my brackets just because of him. And March Madness is big time players.
And then on top of that, they had 12 seed, and they smacked them. They beat Marquette by 20 yesterday.
So I it's definitely like if he was just a player that wanted to get 30 that game, they would have not smacked him.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? He played the perfect game for that. And so I'm excited to see that kid. I hope they go as far as they can because I want to keep seeing that kid, man.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, that D Rose done. That was a perfect example, man. That's exact. And then, dude, the Suns. See, that's why my man Vaughn try to, get Zoe over there.
That'll be perfect too.
But I like Ja over there.
Ja,
I like Ja over there. And the Suns is actually playing some pretty good ball towards the end of the year. We're going to go into the NBA? NBA, man.
It's that time. It's that playoffs time.
It is, man.
I'm kind of scared, though, man. OKC been kind of looking bad towards, like, and the funny thing is, like, I don't know if it's a knock towards him. I don't know what's going on. I ain't trying to, like go against my man, but since Westbrook's been playing good, he's been playing good towards the end. Like, none of this, how he's been shooting bad for 3, his field goal percentage. He's been balling lately, but they've been losing. Has Paul George been playing? He's hurt, right?
He's hurt, and he hasn't been playing good.
Yeah, he hasn't kept it up. He hasn't kept it up to that stellar play, that MVP caliber play. And I was saying, oh yeah, just relax, man. This looks good.
He did.
And then here comes the playoffs, like towards the end of the year when you're supposed to be sitting there settling in, getting ready for the playoffs. And where's Paul George?
I heard you in my head because I jinxed it. I start calling him MVPG. He ain't have a good game since. And the other night, I just heard F saying, just kept saying, just wait. And so, he's been hurt. Both his shoulders are hurt. He missed some games. Russ missed a game with suspension. It's like they crumbling at the wrong time, man.
Yeah, for real, man.
And it's like they, that 5 to 8, 4 to 8 is so close. They can miss the playoffs. Like
it's that close. They can miss the playoffs.
They all tied. The last, I think they all tied right now, 5 through 8. So and they got the hardest schedule. They also had the hardest schedule after so all that is like a terrible recipe. So. They could sneak in there, not at 8, because that's the Warriors.
Yeah, you don't see that in there, bro.
Even though the Warriors ain't looking so stellar, with Boogie, they trying to force the Boogie thing, but it ain't really working out. So
I don't know what the hell I've been doing. I did not know it was that close from 4 to 8. I did not know it was that like that.
Yeah,
that Wild West is for real, man.
Yeah, it's crazy, man, and they beat Portland and they was up like 2 or 3 seeds on them after that, and then 2 games later, now Portland is like 4th seed and they 8th seed damn near. So it's bad, man.
You think with Portland, what they did at the trade deadline, you think they gonna make some noise in the playoffs this year?
Nah, I don't got no. They got swept. I'm done with
Facts.
that.
Nah, I feel you.
Done with that. They got to prove whatever they got to prove to me. Damian Lillard was a player I really, really liked too. But you get swept, you gotta start all over.
But I never thought they had enough to begin with, though. I never thought they had enough to begin with.
To get swept by the Pelicans. They got swept by the Pelicans.
Yeah, word.
You get swept by the Warriors. I don't like you getting swept, period. But you get swept by the Warriors, that's somewhat understandable. Get swept by the Pelicans, you got to start all over. You got to build your respect. All of you, I'm at the ground bottom with you on that.
Maybe they come back with their little chip on their shoulder in this playoffs. And
I was like, yeah, they looking better. They got, some more additions to the team and everything. So, they might, but they got to start over with me, man.
Dame got to get on his AI shit then, man, I guess.
I
don't think it's possible. I don't think he's that type of player, but we'll see.
I had a lot of respect for Dame.
I do though, but
he got to shoot.
Yeah, something got to happen. You can't come back in there just doing regular Dame Lillard shit. You got to step that shit up to another level because that's not work. Like that's not enough.
So keep NBA going, right? We're cool because this was our third topic, right? And we're gonna talk about the Lakers.
Show.
I'm gonna talk about the Lakers. And we did good. We got 2 topics in before we went to the Lakers. Because this is what I'm here to say. The media messed up the Lakers season. They really, the more I think about it, the media sabotaged the Lakers season. And I'm going to explain to you why. You tell me what you think. So I did an experiment, right? I often say I don't really watch the shows anymore. Just because I'm an old school ESPN lover where I like SportsCenter and all highlights. Mm-hmm. SportsCenter now is about 15% highlights and just a whole bunch of I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So I watched some of the shows. I tried to watch. I couldn't stomach First Take. I watched Undisputed, which I skim through every now and then, but I've watched it more and more. I don't watch Colin anymore. I can't stomach it either. But I did watch clips on his Instagram and his IGTV and a couple other shows here and there, a couple of NBA shows, yada, 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 on ESPN, yada, yada. Every single solitary show started off their show, and most of their show was about a 10th place team, the Lakers. And it was crazy to me. It was crazy. And the reason why I say they messed up their season, because every topic has nothing to do with basketball, which is crazy when you think about it. They never talk about play on the court. It was all this off the court stuff. And if we just think about the human element of people, after a while that's going to get to you. So, after a while, if you cools, if you BI, you might have a cool relationship with LeBron. And realistically, when I thought about it, nobody knows what kind of relationship they have because nobody's there in the locker room with them.
Facts.
So after a while, even if y'all cool, you start believing. Hold on, a source said, if you hear it enough, you're going to start. And what made me realize that or think about it was when I thought about the Cowboys season. And when we started out, it was either 1, 2, and 3, whatever it was, and Cole Beasley, Allen Hurns, and all of them came out and started throwing kind of Dak under the bus because the media kept saying, Dak don't got no wide receivers, they're terrible. And so after a while, you feel like you got to defend yourself. And so they come out, and that's why I'm kind of cool with Beasley being gone because all year he kind of was he got out of his lane. Was a little too critical as his quarterback sometime. And so after a while, though, I understand you feel like you got to defend yourself. And so with the Lakers, the same kind of thing. And so the Lakers, that's why I say the media injuries, of course, and Luke Walton, I thought he was going to been gone. But the media had a big thing to do with that Lakers collapse.
No, the media, I don't think so. It comes to the territory. The Lakers got a free agent. His name was LeBron James. He moved the needle. He's the face of the NBA. So and then on top of that, being in that LA market, so you already know what that comes with. So being on top of that, and then having that Magic got played. That's why I like the other day I told you, man, we had a discussion about it, and just off that discussion, I gave Magic another 5% of the blame, making it 80% Magic, 20% LeBron, because he got played, man.
Oh, hold on. So real quick, since we giving Magic the blame, right?
Yeah, giving Magic.
So all right, who's the first to say that, right?
You said that?
No, LeVar, man.
LeVar said it first?
Remember, LeVar was the first on what was it, Undisputed, when he said Magic's a face. But I just say that to say there be truth to what LeVar be saying. People be saying
that's
crazy,
totally different.
There's truth to it.
If Magic's just the face, then that's totally different than what I'm saying. If he's saying Magic's the face, I'm giving Magic the blame. I can't. If Magic's just the face, then he can't take the blame.
But he's saying Magic's the face because he didn't do his job. He's not doing what he's supposed to do. So if you ain't doing what you're supposed to do as a GM, then you just a person there. You just a face. You just, you just Magic Johnson. But that's why he's saying he's just a face because he didn't do his job.
Was he doing his job when he tried to trade everybody for Anthony Davis?
But that's another thing where I go with the media, right? And Jenny may be doing some damage control, but she says those reports were false. But at the same time, who's to say we don't know who they was trying to trade? We know it's probably a lot of players and things like that, but we don't know who they was really trying to trade.
I know they weren't trying to trade Marcus Pope and JaVale McGee for AD. You know the type of players they was. We got an idea. We kind of pretty much.
We got an idea, but at the same token, the media went crazy. Every other day, it was like they just adding a player, and rightfully so. We ate it up. But realistically, we don't know.
But once it got leaked, and then I believe this. Like I told you the other day, I read somewhere, but Dem Slim leaked the information to the media.
I believe that. I believe that now because his firing was real strange to me. And so if he got fired, but
after that it was a fire. But after that, that was getting crazy. Of course, it went out of control after that.
But we technically don't know who the trade request was for. We just kind of every day was a different report. This guy, that guy, this guy, that guy, this guy, and we don't know if those are official or not.
Well, we know it affected players because me and you both agree, and majority of everybody thought when LeBron got back that the Lakers gonna get back to ownership and make the playoffs.
Nah, I said they wasn't making the playoffs.
Oh, you said they wasn't gonna make it regardless?
Yeah, remember after All-Star break? Yeah, I said.
Well, I sure did. I absolutely felt that because the player LeBron was, and I thought the Lakers team was still good enough. But obviously, they would play was different. It was pretty much like, yo, fuck this, whatever, man.
The play was different, but that's why I give the media. At the same token, they was injured. They had a lot of injuries this year. They never was, besides the beginning, was a healthy team.
No, honestly, I forgot I read some. The total, they played a total of, 16 games together?
Oh, that's crazy.
16 games where everybody, everybody had with Kuz, Zoe, Rondo, everybody.
That's 16. That tell you right there. But I also do think, them reports, man, that do have a psychological effect on players, right? And if we just gonna keep talking about it or the piggybacking like the Kyries, you know what I'm saying? And I hate that Kyrie even apologized for his rant because I was 100% with him because I just say all the time, just media today is crazy how we fascinate over free agency. Like we're in a season. Like why we don't care about what's going on right now? Like why do we care so much about next year?
Nah, it's because how the NBA is now.
But I want to, we didn't get to the playoffs yet. That's what I care about. I want to see the actual games. I want to see the Celtics play the 76ers while Kyrie. I don't want to think about.
It's because how the NBA is now. Everybody, it's pretty much a consensus that the Warriors going to win. Who cares about these playoffs? What's going to happen next year when the
I don't know about that.
I understand you though. I respect, but the majority of people, Warriors. Majority of people out here saying Warriors, and then after next year, they supposedly KD's gonna be gone, so it's gonna mix. If KD leaves the Warriors, the whole NBA is gonna get mixed up. Now it's back to a little bit more balanced in the NBA with the competition. Who knows? So they real thirsty. So they pretty much got this season. I understand where the media coming from because of course they trying to move the needle. They trying to get their ratings. They trying to get their clicks and. To sit there and talk about what's going to happen this year when everybody pretty much thinks the Warriors are going to win it again this year, and to have them in the mindset and everybody talking about what's going to happen next year with the possibility of KD leaving the Warriors and having it balanced out throughout the NBA and changing the whole landscape of the NBA after that, I completely get it. But nobody has gotten now LeBron, here we go. I'm here for you, baby. Nobody has gotten like LeBron. Year after year since he left Miami with the media and the speculations and the rumors and this and that, no play has gotten LeBron, and he has been a model citizen compared with that, and it's just been pretty much happening with KD and Kyrie the last year or two, and they acting like this. They sitting here just whining and complaining about getting paid millions while it's being a part of your job. It comes with the territory. Nah, I didn't agree with that, especially how LeBron's been handling the last 6, 7, 8 years.
Yeah, LeBron is the blueprint, definitely, for media, for handling yourself. One of the things I just respect about him, how he carries himself, family man, et cetera, business, et cetera, et cetera. But we also have to understand, and just in the world in general today, we're just in a time of mental health is very important. So we have to understand everyone's mental stability is different. Most people can't take so much criticism all the time. It's crazy to me now that we have these best players. These people are the one of a trillion people in the world, and the most they're talked about is negative. After a while, it's like, what am I doing? Like, what's the point? Like, Kyrie, KD, they can have 30 points. They can have a triple-double, but you're going to ask me about something negative.
But what are they talking about? What negative thing they talking about? The only thing negative I hear about KD is he joined the winning team and he couldn't get it done.
But even talking about my free agency is negative because look at Draymond's comments. If he stays, he stays. If he go, he go.
Well, yeah, Kevin Durant, you're a free agent next year.
But he's saying that because he's not answering free agency questions. But obviously, I'm not going to answer free agency questions because I'm playing right now. Why would I talk about next year? In no circumstance of a conversation do we ask a person about next year.
All right, so why simply you just couldn't say I'm not answering no free agency questions?
They do it all the time.
Honestly, I've not heard KD come out and say, yo, I'm not answering no, like
when he had his rant about the Knicks, that's what he said. He said, what are y'all not getting? I'm not going to answer none of these questions. Why are y'all making stories up about the Knicks and me going there?
And since he came out and said that, had he had to answer, if he attempted to ask him any more free agency questions after that?
I don't watch post-game stuff, but I'm pretty sure, and that's why I don't watch post-game stuff, because it's stupid to me because they don't talk about the game. I just, in general, don't get why are we talking about free agency with any player? Why are we talking about next year? They are currently in a season with a team. But the only reason why we talk about it is because they're trying to put negativity in that locker room. They're trying to mix it up. They're trying to stir the pot. Because like we see with Draymond Green, it has a negative effect on your teammates. I believe it has a negative effect on the Celtics this year with Kyrie and why you can't gel as a team when if I'm, Marcus Smart or anybody, and every time I see Kyrie on TV, they talking about where's he going next year. After a while, I'm going to be like, yeah, man, he out of here, man. He out of here anyway, man. You just can't. So it's all negativity to me. Why can't we just talk about the game and what's going on right now? Even if you want to talk about free agency, that should be like once every 25 questions, not every 25
I feel
questions.
you on that one. Where they should talk more about the game, but I'm going to have to disagree with you. They think that when you say they doing it on purpose to disrupt their locker room on purpose, I think they're doing it for their own personal gains, their own personal clicks, own personal for please they bosses with their clicks, the ratings, and all that.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's just sit there and cause disruption in their locker room. It's for them to get the quotes, get all the nice little quotes and all that, and the clicks and the ratings.
Only reason why I say it cause destruction in the locker room because you're not helping the locker room. So it's like I'm gonna ask Kyrie these questions. Hopefully, at some point, he's gonna get riled up. He's gonna answer in a way, that I could get all these clicks. Because look what Kyrie said. Then I'm going to go to his teammate. Then I'm going to go, hey, what do you feel about Kyrie going? So you know that's not helping. You're not bringing the locker room closer. You're only disrupting it.
But now, especially now how it is with the media, with the real media that has credentials, and with the internet is getting all kind of what is this coming from? Now, how the world is now, especially with the athletes knowing about this now, and you should know about this. You should have this in your mindset, and you should have your locker room should be stronger just because of that. Y'all should know. Y'all should have these talks, and if there is media posts or media quotes or articles that's disrupting the locker room, or you should have a speak about that with the players in your locker room and sit there and have it out. And mesh all that out and don't even have that as a concern. But y'all know what it is now. Come on, you know what I'm saying?
But it's constant. It
is constant.
We can't have a conversation every day, and then after a while, like you said, this is the biggest problem. It's not the little boy medias. It's not just Joe Blow with a blog just saying it. It's the big boys.
Yeah, it is the big boys. That's right.
So if you on a team and you see one of the heavyweights on TV doing the NBA and he's saying, my source tells me, like for instance, like the story about, and this is crazy. Like if people believe this, I forgot his name who printed, but he's a big dog talking about Jenny Buss was so mad she was looking to trade LeBron, but nobody wanted to take LeBron in the trade. Like, come on. Come on. But it's a big dog who wrote this. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is crazy. This is crazy. So when the big dog's writing it, you got no choice but to kind of believe it if you're a player and you always seeing it.
But now you see the kickback. Now you see the kickback with the Kyrie, with KD.
Yeah, I love it.
You see, yeah.
Love it.
But I like to bet, like I consider that more about wine and whatever. They could have came out in a different way, in my opinion. What I love when AB was reportedly going to the Bills and he retweeted the NFL and said fake news. that was perfect. That was perfect right there.
Even though that was him messing up the deal, though.
Oh, they had the
deal in place, but that was him messing up the deal. And once they did that,
if that's the way he wants to sit there and control his narrative, that's right. Take your power and use it. And it worked for him. I'm glad it did.
No, but that's what's gonna happen, and that's why that's why 2RealSports is gonna blow, because players are going to rather come to their peers, to people like them, to people who understand them, because that's another aspect of the media. You know what I'm saying? There's a bunch of people judging these young black athletes that don't know nothing about them, nothing about their culture, nothing about the lingo. So after a while, and that's why, you got players' tribunes and players doing their own blogs. So after a while, players just going to rather go, I don't need to go to y'all heavyweights. I don't need to talk to you. I'm just going to go over here with my peoples who are going to show some love, who I know when I get there I'm going to be comfortable. They're not going to just, throw 100 questions to get clickbait, yada, yada, yada. And that's why I think very soon, once players do contract negotiation again, they're going to try to get post-game interviews, or they're going to try to construct that differently. Because they pointless, man.
Nah, I don't think they'll be able to get that out of that, because that's where the money is. That's what that money is. That's why the NBA making their money.
But you as a fan, do you watch post-games? Do you care about the pre-game shoot-around interviews?
Yeah, it's funny, though. Absolutely not. But and I realized this one day. I forgot what I was watching. I was watching the NBA Finals and championship game or whatever celebration. I'm sitting here watching. I'm like, what the fuck am I sitting here watching this post game?
No.
I was like, yo, man,
don't.
I was like, I don't care about this. It's not the Knicks sitting here winning no championship. I'm gonna watch another team celebrate. The game over. Peace.
Yeah,
Next.
and you can answer every question. You know what I'm saying? If you watch a post game, you can answer for the athlete. Like,
post games not at all. Nah, not at all.
So it's just that one last thing I want to say about the media, right? And then we're going to get right back into the field of things. A couple things real quick. Colin, whatever. Kyle Hurd, I don't want to say whatever like disrespectful. I just didn't want to mess his name up. But I have a real big problem about his just with a couple players, but with Russell Westbrook, and personally, I have a big problem. And you know what it reminds me of? You know how, like, when Obama was in office, right? And, you'll have, like, a white person, tell you, like, I don't like Obama, I hate Obama. And they'll be either, like, for example, one time, right? One of my white homegirls, but this actually changed the dynamic in our friendship. She don't know that. But I remember one time, like, Obama was in the press because they didn't like the way he saluted. And she's like, he's disgusting. He done this and that. And I'm like, all that because of a salute? Like, yeah, that. So, and then after a while, you got to think, like, hold on. It got to be a little more than that.
Absolutely.
Like, that ain't that big of a deal for you to be that mad. So there has to be some type of racial undertone to that, especially now when you fast forward and we have a Trump and people not as hard on Trump as it is. So with Colin, right, how hard he goes on Westbrook, it rubs me the wrong way, where it gets to a point where it's like, this is a little more than the sport. Like, you trying to make this man look like this man averaging a triple-double 3 years in a row. Why do you go so hard on him? And I don't like it. And the crazy thing about Westbrook is one of the nicest, probably, players as far as, from what I see.
Facts.
With, like, kids and fans and charities. And that's just never reported. Russell Westbrook gives his sneaker to a kid after every game, home and away. And the faces on them kids is, it's crazy. And he, like, picks out. He goes hard to find a Westbrook fan or an OKC fan, like, away. He will go rolls up. He will wait. He will curve other people. Like, get out of here, you grown man. But that's never reported. And then you have these people like Colin who just go so hard to be. And I just don't get it.
I will disagree with you on that, because One thing I came from, I do watch Colin specifically because I like his perspective for football. He got like a little weird, different perspective on the orthodox perspective for football, and I kind of watch him for that. But basketball, what I can say about him, I hate to have him as a topic of our sports show, but he is a guy that likes professionalism. So like you're a professional athlete, do what you got to do your job. Exactly. Like it's like he acting like he likes to compare athletics to a suit and tie job in the fame. It's not the same. It's not the same. And athletes, especially a professional athlete in the best league on earth, those men are wired different. They wired different. Trust me, they are. So I thought it was like, all right, he's doing it to Westbrook because he's just like he like a certain basketball player, his point guard a certain way, like the John Tyson prototypical point guards. But one episode I saw him big up a LeBron triple-double, and then seconds later downplay and shit on a Westbrook triple-double. Why is it in his third year averaging one? I was like, wait a minute, all right, nah, it's a little something different with here. It's something different with here, and then all right, you bugging out. Like every opinion you have him against him is non-valid just off that. It made no sense to me. And it's like, yeah, you're absolutely right. So I do agree with you. It is a little something extra with Westbrook, and it do have a lot of racial undertones to it. And
it's like, you know, it also goes back to my narrative and why, you know, why you have to have people, you know, more black and people from the community in media and things like that, because that also fits into how you want a black person to be. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So I don't like Westbrook. He's not. He's very professional. What are you talking about? He's great with charity. He's great with kids. But
plays hard every night. He does his actual job. He comes every single day and plays his heart out, yo.
But we understand him because we understand that type of person. Not everybody's gonna be LeBron and play it the the safe way and this and that. So I just my last thing, just I was watching. I was doing my homework with this media stuff, and this is why I don't watch it. I'm turned off by it. I'm never again. The AB coverage also. It's crazy how they beat down AB for being like this selfish person and this and that and this. And another part, diva wide receiver. I realize I'm taking that out of my vocabulary.
I'm staying with it, man.
I'm gonna tell you why. It's racial. Just like I said with what was it? What was the quarterback? Mobile quarterback. I feel that's racial. Diva wide receiver is racial to me, right? First, diva. To call a man a diva is very disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? Any man would not like to be called no diva. So wide receiver, that's only a black position. There's 5%, 10% of wide receivers in the NFL that are white. So that's a black position for the most part. And white receivers just started kind of recently in their slot, whatever. And then when I thought about it, we consider all wide receivers like diva wide receivers. Like that's just like a common thing. How many diva wide receivers are there really?
I mean,
very little that we could put in that.
You would throw Odell in there. You would throw AB in there. I wouldn't throw Beasley's not good enough to be in there, so I'm not even gonna say call him like a diva.
We'll put AB in there for the So that, and then if we just think about history, I mean Jerry Rice, the greatest wide receiver of all time, was no diva. You know what I'm saying? D-Hop, the best one right now, is no diva. Fitz, all-time great.
Michael Thomas.
So how many people are really divas for us to be labeling wide receivers divas? You know what I'm saying? It's not enough. It's very small. What you could say, Keyshawn Johnson, like
Keyshawn, T.O., maybe Morse.
Maybe Morse, and Morse is more of a gangster than a diva. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So maybe Morse. So
I think it got started with T.O. I think that term came from T.O. and that's pretty much it, though.
Definitely, but like when we think about the wide receiver, we think about it as being normal. Like, wide receivers are divas. That's
as a matter of fact, AB. Let me tell you, I like to. I want to apologize to AB. Because I labeled him a diva wide receiver off the basis of things that was going on recently in the media. And then on top of that, like, everything gets, like, all that AB talk, but nobody wants to talk about the quarterback, how much of a scumbag he is. Big Ben always been a scumbag. See, I be trying to, like, I don't care about the play off the field. Like, I do to a certain extent, as long as they ain't racist to that point, but if you a dickhead, you a dickhead. I can't do nothing but that. But on the field, I feel him as a player. I already know how you feel about him as a player, but he's a 2-time Super Bowl winning quarterback. He's a future Hall of Famer. But he's a dickhead. He's a scumbag and a dickhead, and as you see, it's coming out now how much of a scumbag and a dickhead he is. And AB's looking like he's right about Big Ben, and he's looking like he's right about what's been going on in there.
I mean, and let's not forget, and I don't want to throw nobody on the bus, I don't want to judge nobody, but let's be real. Big Ben had 2 sexual assault cases.
Exactly.
2 years in a row,
and not one game missed.
2 years in a row.
Not a second
I think he got suspended the second one.
He did?
Yeah, I believe so. But it wasn't like crazy.
It wasn't nothing crazy.
I think he got like a game or two. Like,
he got a pluck on his finger.
He got something light, and then that was when Michael Vick was happening, and they just threw everything on Michael Vick, and we just forgot he was just like physically assaulting women.
We were in a fucking bathroom in a bar.
But we're gonna take the now. Funny, Big Ben, right? I stumbled across this stat. This proves to be. Now, let's get back on the field. While I always say Big Ben is overrated, he's not the guy who he thinks he is. You know Big Ben's Super Bowl winning stats? He had 123 yards, no touchdowns, and 2 interceptions.
I know that was the first one. I know the first one was straight defense. I know the first one was defense.
That's terrible. That's terrible. So he got one. Yes, he got one, and he made 1 touchdown throw to Santonio Holmes. That was the only touchdown I believe he had. I actually have the stats here. Yeah, that was the only touchdown he's had in a Super Bowl. So he has 3 picks.
That was a big clutch.
1 touchdown.
That was a big clutch. You like that shit.
Was it the throw? Was it the catch? Woo!
It was both.
All right,
but he did his feet placement in the catch.
He's got 1 touchdown, 3 interceptions.
You know what? I'll give more credit to San Antonio for that one because what he did with his feet and how he kept his feet in bounds for that one, that shit was crazy.
So he
got a contract off that shit. That's how he got paid from the Jets.
Yeah. So Big Ben in this whole being this big time Hall of Fame wide receiver, I think he got this year was his career high in touchdowns, 34. I mean, that's good, but career high for what we say he is, I ain't all that.
Honestly, but like I said, like you don't think highly of him as a player, but I do, and I think like to his caliber of player, all the shit talking about him this year, and all this kind of, and how the Steelers ended, and all the what's been going on, we've been speaking about him lately about Harris, and then now Le'Veon, and then AB.
Mm-hmm.
Watch this shit. He come back with a chip on the shoulder. I think he's gonna be poised for a big year. I'm telling you, yo, he's gonna be poised back for a big year. The Steelers gonna be just fine.
Steelers will be either last or third in their division. Only reason why I'm gonna give them last because the Ravens lost a lot on defense.
Yeah, for real, man.
They lost a lot on defense, but the Steelers will be in last place this year.
Everybody on defense.
Steelers will be in last place in their division. Big Ben is done. He's been done. And a lot of people want to see AB was throwing that thing up. AB was just going to get it.
Making them plays.
So now Odell. I told you can't win with him. Can't win with him. And the Giants came around and they listened to me on 2RealSports and they realized he's right.
I don't understand why you give Odell the credit for the Giants losing. Like whenever has a wide receiver been credited in with the team success in wins and losses? Whenever has that happened?
It's just the mentality. The mentality is everything. So I don't expect the best player always to be a leader, but for that team on the Giants, he was the leader. Unfortunately, because Eli's not, a vocal guy or anything like that. So Odell was the leader. So with the Browns, I think I'm not.
You know what? I'll give you that.
I'm not.
I agree to that. That's true.
I'm not 100% sold with the Browns. Everybody think Jarvis Landry just gonna bring him in. I'm not sure about that. I'm not really willing to bank on that yet. I gotta see it. But I do think Odell's gonna be Odell to an extent. But I do think he'll be a lot better because Baker Mayfield ain't playing that shit, and Baker Mayfield is gonna be their leader.
He's a better quarterback than Eli Manning is at this point. He's a way better quarterback than Eli Manning is at his point in his career. And his O-line is way better than Eli Manning at this point. And he has a way better team than Eli Manning. Absolutely.
Eli Manning.
The Giants didn't have a good team. Like, even though, like, I was beating my drum for them and all that, I'm thinking, like, at the end of the day, I was wrong. We didn't have a good team.
No, you did.
We didn't have a good team.
You had a good team.
We didn't have a good team.
To start the year?
Well, we had a good team, but the quarterback play was, like, I was wrong. Eli was done 2 years ago. he should have been done. Like you was right. I was wrong. He was done. I'm sitting here blaming the O-line. Like the O-line was bad too, but Eli was like he was worse or just as bad. It wouldn't have mattered if he had a fucking good O-line. The O-line wasn't as like the O-line wasn't good.
Yeah, y'all gotta get rid of Eli.
Yeah, we do.
That's the biggest problem. But Odell just couldn't be your leader. And y'all got some pretty good stuff for it though. I actually kind of like what y'all doing. I like a little bit of them additions y'all got over there.
You be slowly rebuilding.
Talking about the Giants.
That's why I'm chilling.
I mean, it ain't Randall Cobb. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't get no Randall Cobb. You know what I'm saying? For $5 million. But
it's cool. We slowly rebuilding. That's why I'm saying, Ghetto man, like you better know what you're doing.
Yeah, let's see if he knows what he's doing. I like what he's doing so far as a Cowboy fan. Keep Eli there. As long as you keep Eli there, I like what you're doing. He talking about Eli not as bad. Yeah, go ahead.
I just hope like we not tanking for Tua. I just hope if there's a quarterback available, we can get called for number 6, we do something with it and don't get no fucking defensive end or offensive lineman. Please don't do that. We could do that with the 17th pick. We don't have to sit there and get that with the 6th pick. If there's a quarterback available, please do it. I don't want to hear none of this taking for Tua shit.
The bad thing for y'all is if I'm y'all, I'm actually not taking a quarterback because the only quarterback I like is Kyle Murray. And I don't believe in just taking quarterbacks just to take them. I got to really like you.
But Kyle Murray can't be the only quarterback, and he can't. There's got to be at least one more, yo. He can't be the only one, yo.
I'd rather take a defensive end that I really like than just take a quarterback just because I got to take a quarterback and cross my fingers. Now, I will take a quarterback 4th, 6th round and cross my fingers. But first round, I got to know I love you. I got to know I love you.
feel you. Well, yeah, word.
You know what I'm saying? Weird football story that I just read. I just wanted to say, Warren Sapp took the Rock's starting position at Miami Hurricanes.
Oh, hell yeah.
I didn't know that.
Hell yeah. Absolutely.
That's funny. I just saw that story. I don't know why. I was just randomly like, I wonder how good The Rock was in Miami. And then I just happened to just Google it and shit.
I watched the Warren Sapp football life, so I definitely know about that shit. And he was on Vlad TV. He was shitting on The Rock. He was shitting on him, yo.
Warren Sapp gotta chill, man.
Warren Sapp's ill dude, man. But I don't really like how he used to come out with me and Michael Strahan like that. But other than that,
Warren Sapp got to get himself together, man. He was, he went from the big time to Vlad, man. He got chill, man. Yo, another thing, real quick, man. Damn, this about to be my 3rd LeVar reference. I love Triple B. You know what I'm saying? But the whole Melo thing, pulling him out of high school and things like that. I wasn't against it. I actually think a lot of parents are gonna do it or think about it because these kids is making a lot of money, And if I got a kid that looked like he might make $200 million, I might have to take the roll of that dice. So I can see a lot of parents making their kids full-time sports players, yada yada yada. But you know who did it? And I didn't know. No, left high school. Bryce Harper. Bryce Harper left high school.
Well, baseball allows you they grassroots allow you to sit there and go through those tunnels and make money early and have the opportunity to go high school to and getting paid.
Well, somehow he finessed it and went to community college. He got out of high school.
That was the community college?
Yeah, he went to community college, but he somehow didn't graduate high school. He left out of that because he went there just to be a baseball player and pretty much played baseball 24/7. And I'm not mad at him, $300 and something million. Damn, but Trout,
so
$400. Sheesh.
What year did he drive? Nah, I heard he hit like a 500-foot home run in high school.
He left high school, I think, his junior year.
Wow.
He left high school his junior year just to be a full-time baseball player. And it works out. So I'm not, too opposed to, some of these parents now. If your kid, you got to, you got to really have some talent, You
can't just be sitting here.
You can't be just wishful and hopeful.
Yeah, word.
You know what I'm saying? But if they really got some talent, the way this money's going nowadays, you know what I'm saying? If you got to, because, going to college and just getting a degree, that ain't no guarantee. I know a lot of people who did that who got a regular old job. You know what I'm saying? Most. So if you feel like, hey, my kid got a shot, and he's in high school, or, I ain't mad at you. Ferguson from OKC also did it. He went overseas.
Who?
Ferguson, he on OKC.
Exactly.
Like
see
Hey,
plays that see the plays that shouldn't do it.
He make millions of dollars.
Hey man,
he make millions of dollars. He making more than somebody who would go to college and get their dream job.
Listen, that's if you're that good, that's gonna come with it. That wasn't his goal. His goal was to just to make millions of dollars. His goal was to be a great player.
Who cares? I'm making millions of dollars. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? And that ain't to say he's not a great. Everybody's not going to be Russell Westbrook on the team. Everybody's not going. Somebody has to be Ferguson.
See, this is why like money should even like. This is why I don't even like to discuss money in sports because who cares? That's going to come with it. I'm not going to sit there and like.
Sports.
Nah, I can't.
This is a business.
Nah.
While people are making money, I better get my cut. Everybody else ain't gonna be making money, and I'm just playing for the love.
I mean, that's fine though, but you gonna be that. You gonna be Ferguson.
You gotta.
You gonna be Ferguson.
Oh, I'll be Ferguson. No problem. I'd rather be Ferguson than be me at my job that I'm about to go to any day.
And if you had the mindset with the money's gonna come regardless, I'm gonna have money. If you can, and you came with that different mindset, you could have been a little better and been making even more money.
Nah, I wouldn't say
that. You could
have
been making even more money.
But one thing, and this is why I say also about the parents taking their kids out of school. We somehow think like this sports is a game, right? And games are for kids, realistically. So when you're playing a game as an adult, it's a business. You're not playing this as a kid because we just love and this is fun and this is reset. No, this is a business. This is a multi-billion-dollar business. So all that love and that's out the window. So, I know plenty of people that love basketball, probably way more than NBA players, but they're not as good as NBA players.
Who gets more money, Kevin Durant or Ferguson?
Oh, they're both millionaires. Who doesn't matter? How do we shit on one person that makes?
Now it doesn't matter. Nah, it does matter. If it's all about the money, it absolutely does matter. The money Kevin Durant gets compared to Ferguson gets.
So we saying whatever Ferguson get is not money?
Hey, if it's I didn't say that.
Is he feeding his family?
If it's about money, go get. If it's about money, be the best basketball player you can be, and make as much money as you can be.
Nah, get your money.
It's gonna come. The money's gonna come.
Nah, get it get it sooner than later. Get it sooner than later. Get the money because everybody else is getting the money. All them other people getting the money. All them people at your college. All of your head coach at your college, he getting his money. A
lot of people get money and then they getting satisfied with their money and shorting their careers. I got my money, woo.
That's on the individual.
Hey, see, you can't have it both ways.
But you don't think I mean, top high school players, they getting big money. They not just stopping because they got $100,000 or when LeBron got a $90 million check his rookie year, he didn't just stop. He went harder.
Exactly, and look at the money. Now he's talking about owning the team.
All right, so he went harder. He didn't get the money and stop. So who's to say Ferguson not gonna get
the money was coming. He kept on working. If you concerned about getting the money, I'm just want to get paid.
But he got the money and got more money.
That's fine.
So why can't Ferguson get more money?
We'll see.
He will.
Nah. You talking about from the standpoint like he's about to say, hey, you would like to play a hey. I'm just want to get paid. Yeah, and you just want, and that's what your concern is. Then fine, that's cool.
You have to.
Good luck, though.
Of course, you have to be on the top of your game to get paid. So it's not like I'm getting paid and I'm just gonna be in my house smoking blunts, eating Dominoes.
Hey,
of course I'm gonna be in the gym and doing what I gotta do because that's gonna bring me money.
But
don't get this whole for the love of the game.
You should have love for the game.
Games are for kids.
You have love for the game. You're gonna want to win. You're gonna want to get better. And you all gotta get better. And you're going to get more money when you get better. So you should have some love for the game. That shit hurts.
Get your money.
That shit physically hurts. I can remember running up and down the stairs doing boxing for free. And I can only in high school, so I can only imagine how physically draining it is on a professional level.
That's why you better get your money.
You better sit there and let that shit.
That's why you better get your money.
You damn right you better get your money. Your body is a temple and it's going through hell. You go get your money. But you should want to be better and want to be great and want to win them at the same time.
But you could do all that and get your money and be focused on your money. You could do all that.
Well, the money's going to come once you focus on getting better. So the money's going to be there, trust me. It's going to be there.
Yeah, but just make sure you get it.
Don't sit there and rush the process and like, fuck, I'm going to get this money overseas and do all this dumb shit. Why you could have been getting better like and getting gradually better in the grassroots over here? You don't got to go overseas and do all that dumb shit. Like, whatever, man. To each his own, though. But
Yeah, I'm with the money, man.
It's coming.
I'm with the money, man.
It's
Get
coming.
paid.
The money's coming.
Them
A
owners
whole
getting
lot of
paid.
it's coming.
Them owners getting paid whether you win or lose. Jerry Jones is making the most money whether the Cowboys win or lose.
And you're going to
Better
get paid
your
whether
money.
you win or lose, too.
So
Just
go get it.
focus on your game. Don't get better. Be the best you can so you get as much money as you can.
March Madness. All right. So
Cy
we're
Young, Knicks.
going to go and watch some more of these games, man. My brother,
Yes, sir.
again, Ja Rastafari. I can't wait to watch that kid.
I can't wait for real, yo.
Hey, man, like the great Dickie V say, man, don't give up. Don't ever give up. Sign Dak, man, $30 million.
Please.